So this grants an audience for all of us, then?
Yes.
You're going to have to amend that one name, though, just to be fair. It's Lady Vexalia.
Lady?
Lady Vexalia, Baroness of the Third House of Whitestone and Grand Mistress of the Grey Hunt. So good, sir. Despite your relationship with her, do watch your manners. I'm gonna get stupid, so...
I know, samesies.
All right, then it's Pike's turn. Keyleth, you're up.
I shouldn't have even fucking tried to get it. Just like...
Well, things have gotten simpler.
Okay. Hearing Alora's words and seeing Scanlan down, can I get a movement to where I can kind of get over here and see her? Keep going, keep going.
You can see her there.
I can see her there.
Yes.
I'm assuming she's within 150 feet of me.
Yes.
It's kind of like a Hail Mary, you guys. Oh, Jesus, fuck. All right, I am going to cast my 1/8 level spell, and I'm going to attempt to Feeblemind her.
She's used up all her legendary saves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Alrighty, and it is a intelligence saving throw.
Yes, which she's really good at. But we could get lucky.
Yeah.
4 plus 4. Roll a 4. She has an intelligence modifier of 4 and is not one of her saving throws. She is
Shut up!
her intelligence charisma become 1. Cannot cast spells. Cannot activate magical items.
She's just dumb.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my
Did that
god!
really happen? Did that work?
Yeah.
Did that
Yeah.
It's permanent, right?
No, it's
30
it's,
She can keep
it's-
saving from it.
Yeah, at the end of every 30 days, she can repeat the
30
saving.
days.
Holy fuck! That looks painful.
Oh, Marisha, what a beautiful moment.
What?
Get it, get it.
We still got some problems.
As you reach out, you watch as the tendrils of nature's energy begin to spill out of the cracks in the vicinity.
And I
as-
just say, Melora, come on, girl. Come on, Melora.
You watch as Rayashan kind of chuckles. One of the tendrils lashes out and wraps around the throat. And as they wrap and begin to strengthen around the neck, pouring into the cracks of the flesh where the disease currently holds her throat, her brow begins to sink, the jaw hangs open, and slobber begins to drip from her lower jaw. As Rayashan, just opposed to speaking, now gets to a guttural.
Poetic justice, motherfucker.
Scanlan, you're up.
Nice.
I felt good.
Bigby's hand.
Respect.
Bigby's hand.
Wait. You're not going to hold your turn?
Wait.
Bigby's hand. Level 5. Lift me up. Inspire Grog. That's it.
Wait.
And then you're going to hold your
Bigby's hand
action?
appears.
That's my action.
It's going to carry you up. There you go.
But he's... Oh, he can't... Can he use
I
that
can't.
on...
I thought you were going to hold your action so you could read the book.
You might
after
want to
Pike
push
took the
us
trammel.
down.
It's too late now.
Yeah.
So,
We need to get the last trammel in.
I would have
Well, we're
given
about to.
Grog the trammel, dude.
We're not sure if Pike's gonna make it, so
It's fine. Yeah, he might have to do hikes too. So.
Okay.
so
Yeah,
what are you doing?
I know we're gonna have to live through 5 more spells.
man. Fog of war. Here
I'm
we
going to go up near Pike. I'm going to inspire Grog.
Okay.
That's it.
How you inspiring?
I'm going to sing...
Give it the Taylor Swift song.
It's gonna be okay.
I'm going to sing... Sunday, Monday, Saren Ray. Tuesday, Wednesday, Saren Ray. Thursday, Friday, Saren Ray. Saren Ray, she's my bae. Praying all week for you.
Take your D12 for that, man.
There you go.
Delightful.
All right.
Okay.
Scanlan, then in your turn?
Yeah.
All right, that
bonus
brings
heal?
us to Pike.
Pick something good and hold it.
Vecna is going to cast, with his last 7th level spell, a 7th level banishment spell. I would like both Pike and Grog to make charisma saving throws, please.
Oh, but I counterspelled it at 8th level. Ooh. That's why I got closer, motherfucker.
So nice.
Oh, bro.
Oh, shit.
You
Okay, then.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh.
Now I am the master.
Oh, well done.
Oh, wow.
So, as the banishment spell fizzles in place,
You are stealing our clutch.
That was clutch.
Holy fuck.
That was clutch.
Vecna
I know,
Yeah.
I'm not doing well.
glares right in your
Bring it.
direction.
Bring
Oh
it.
my god, Scanlan.
All right. No words, just seething hatred in your path.
Grog.
The entire interior is currently filled with guards, all seemingly prepared and almost expecting your arrival. At the top of the staircase, you
I think I
see.
can take him, guys. I think I can take him.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go. How far away are those doors on the sides?
Over here, it's
Yeah.
about 35 feet. Get that way.
I'm gonna turn right and blast through that door.
You're gonna okay.
Yeah, alright.
I don't want to get shot, so I'm just going through the door. Oh shit! It could be trapped. Oh well, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
God, expect the unexpected. Blast short door.
It goes blasting through the doors.
Yeah. Okay. So I just kind of peek around the corner a little bit, just make sure they're all there.
Yeah.
And I will stinking cloud all of them.
Okay. All right.
Mentioning door out there. I gotta have some fun first. How often am I going to take on a whole house by myself? Okay, I will duck under the table.
Okay.
So they think that's where I went,
Okay.
and then dimension door to the roof.
Okay. Okay. So you duck under the table. I'm going to say make a deception roll to try and successfully feint them.
Oh, okay. Can they even see the top of his head behind the table?
From their direction, it's kind of hard, especially since there are table. I mean, their chairs up against it, and part of it's been crushed by the Triceratops that was previously here.
Oh, I'm going under the table.
Sentences you never expect to hear in your D&D.
31.
So you
We think
grab your head. Oh no! Do like a very elaborate dive under the table.
Do I go
As
under
you
the
land,
table?
A little strange, dull thud of arcane energy as you bamf up to the ceiling.
Okay, great.
Holy shit.
He's reaching under the table, ladies
No,
and
what does this
gentlemen.
mean?
I just
Oh,
like they
okay,
just
okay.
used
Yep, crack it
I
out.
like
on
it.
top of here.
Okay.
All right, is that your turn? You're now up on the rooftop. There's rain pouring down. You're immediately soaked from the heavy storm that's now coming into Whitestone.
Okay. And you know what? I'll just try it. I will fire breath potion myself.
Okay, you pull the cork off.
I don't know what this thing does. I just got this.
As you feel the fluid find its way down your esophagus, it warms it like a fine whiskey would, but the warmth just grows and grows to the point where it's almost too hot, but it never quite reaches the point where it's painful, but you feel as if like this need to belch is burbling within your stomach, and at any given point in time, you could let that belch fly forward.
Okay. And am I close to the so the entry point roof, the roof of the entry point?
Where you came in?
How can I get over there?
Yeah, you just come running across the rooftop. It's a little bit of up and down as the topography happens, and as you're running, you start hearing voices shouting out in the street. You make your way over to the top of the roof above.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of lean over the side and just scorch the whole front entrance as much as I can.
Okay.
where I am.
As you let the belch out, it comes out in a large spray of orange, yellow, and red flames that immediately burst beneath the overhang, as you complete that breath and you kind of inhale for a second, you hear voices now starting to shout from the inside of the house. You can't really make out the noises, but it sounds like there's panic now starting to hit from the inside, and you see a few guards start rushing out into the street to try and look at where the source of the flames came from.
I don't know if that house is cooked enough, man.
I know, maybe you should just keep burning it.
Yeah, so I'll run over to the backside of the house and do the same thing.
Okay. Both sides of the house now appear to be on fire. Looking over your shoulder, you can see now there's a pillar of black smoke rising up from the front of the building. Now stepping out into the rain, you see the Goliath Duke Vedmeyer step up with his two-handed sword.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Yeah.
Big B's hand! So I call forth Big B's hand and I call forth. I will force him off the roof.
As the hand shoves him, he goes pushed off to this side. The hand, he seems holding against it, but the hand eventually scoops him up and actually gets him off of his feet and like shock puts him off the roof. He plummets backward off the side of the roof, and you wait a second to hear across the way.
So I'm just gonna. I'm jumping in the rain. So I'm gonna jump off the. Can I go away from the Goliath? You just kind of do this. I trust fall off the back of it. Oh, I do.
Okay.
But I'm going to simultaneously make Big B's hand try to catch me.
Okay.
At the bottom.
All right. You trust fall off. Your eyes kind of somewhat closed and letting it happen.
Come on, Big B, catch me.
And in the moment that you expect ground to meet you with a heavy, hard smack of reality, a soft cushion of arcane energy catches you as these kind of spiritual, purplish fingers curl around and gently bring you to the ground.
Baymax.
Don't get handsy, Big B.
Austin Powers. No.
I lived.
I like that Scanlan takes out an entire house and we're all probably
You
gonna
were
die.
fucking Rambo just then. You were Scanlan
You're a
Rambo.
legend.
Kaylee, could you excuse us a moment?
Aye, but at the very least, and she reaches over and undoes the bindings on your wrists. Your fingers are a little numb. You pull it back and you kind of rub them instinctually. And she goes, "Don't take too long. I've got a mind to speak to you in a minute."
Kaylee,
Hey?
thank you.
Sure. She just kind of storms past and pushes the little gnome figure kind of pushing through the crowd of Vox Machina and out of the room.
I'm sorry I fell again. Can someone answer me one thing though? Who got Kaylee? Who brought Kaylee here?
Bex did.
Sit down on the bed with you. Well, it just seemed like the logical thing to do, dear.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Right. Well, because you see.
I promised her I wasn't going to die, and you showed her my dead body. You thought that was a good idea? I made a promise, and I broke it, and you proved it to her. And I wish you hadn't meddled in my affairs. I don't have many things that I care about, and I don't have anything that cares about me.
That's a lie.
That is bullshit.
It's definitely
Full
untrue.
bullshit.
What? You think you care about me?
Yeah.
Yes, asshole, yes.
Yes, I'm sorry. You're right. You like me because I make jokes and I play songs and I give you a warm place to stay at night and I feed you fucking chicken and I heal you in battle. But you don't really care about me. Come on. Let's be honest with each other. You don't really give a shit about me.
I've changed my outlook on life because of you. What the fuck are you talking about? Of course we all love you. You could crush me.
Prove it.
In a second.
Prove it.
How?
What do you want us to do?
We traveled into the fucking 9 hells to get Pike a suit of armor. We went and battled a city of vampires so Percy could feel good about his name. We fought Goliaths for Grog. We've traveled across planes of existence so you could fix your fucking daddy issues. But you've never done anything for me. Ever. You've never risked anything. You don't know me. You don't know anything about me. What's my mother's name? What's her name? Easy question. Died in front of me. Killed by a goblin. Biggest part of my life. What's her name? My father. Is he alive or dead? How old am I? Where's my fucking dog? You don't care about me.
We did get your dog.
Did you?
No, we didn't.
No, we did. I searched.
I've asked you your age.
I thought I did the magic search.
No.
Fucking hell.
It's fine.
What's
I'm just a little hungover for being dead, and I just have been thinking for a while that, you know, Grog has Pike, Vax has Keyleth, Percy has Vex, but Scanlan has no one, and I had one chance at one real relationship with my daughter, and I feel like you gone and fucked it up too. Because you don't really know me, and you don't really know what my relationship is with her, or what I promised her, or anything really. And it's fine. When I met you all, I was just a funny little man playing songs. And that's all I'll ever really be. And that's okay, because I can take care of myself.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah. No, I will not go whoring with you one more time.
No, I was going to ask you what your mother's name is.
It's Juniper.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Thank you for asking.
All right. What do you want to offer to the skill challenge for this event? Something that you as an individual bring to this and bring to the connection to Percy to try and...
I say, Percy, I don't know if you can hear me, but that day in Singhorn was one of the best moments of my life. And not because of what you think. It wasn't because of my father or the title. It was because of Whitestone. It was because of you. You allowed me to be a part of the thing that you hold dearest. And I was so proud. But I don't want to be here if you're not. Whitestone still needs you, darling. I still need you here. And I lean down and I kiss him. And I say, I should have told you. It's yours.
Persuasion roll.
Natural 20!
I trust you.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Do I have a ring?
fuck yeah.
You would.
That's
Is it worth it?
keep him here?
16.
Yeah, he's running away.
Yeah, trying to run away.
16.
Trying to teleport away.
Sentient beings try to get away when you're done.
Okay.
26.
Are you trying to counterspell?
I'll counterspell.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Never mind.
What level?
9.
Oh. Oh.
That was pretty clutch.
That's right. You used your wish last night.
Well, that definitely works. Okay then.
I'm still going to hit you.
Go for it.
Can I make...
I was gonna say.
Can I make a... Can I...
I was gonna say that.
I don't have it in my hand.
No, no, no,
Can I
we're
take
fine.
the sword of Kaz and aim for the hand of Vecna? Can I try and chop the wrist?
Sure. Try for it.
Why not? Reckless.
You have disadvantage on the attack, though.
Okay. 14. Well, I have advantage normally. Reckless, so just
Right, so
a
choose
straight
one.
roll. So 32. 2?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah, okay.
That's our Grog.
Roll
That's our
that.
Grog.
Sorry, Liam.
It's okay.
Anybody got a camera so we can put this in the scrapbook later?
I mean, yeah.
Are you falling?
No. Shh. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, bud.
33.
Don't worry about
Okay.
it.
What?
Hand stay on?
No, don't worry about
Hand
it.
stays on, yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Cool. That's just my round.
You called shot
All
in
right.
his hand.
Yeah,
So-
I just thought I'd maybe like Luke Skywalker is that.
That ends Vecna's turn. He seems extremely frustrated.
He just took from me because I took my shots. It was a 26 damage plus 1 psychic for the first one. And another. Oh God, almost. God damn it. The other one hits, and it's again. God damn it. 18. 24 damage plus 1 psychic. On the third shot. Probably doesn't hit. Third shot does not hit.
Okay. Everyone's swarming up around him now, and each time he tries to cast a spell, even in his current divine form, it's just growing more and more frustrated. You can see now, as this hulking entity is still bursting into Vasselheim and destroying, you can see a moment of panic in a fresh god's eyes.
I'm not ready.
You're ready for you people.
Not without you.
I am so very proud of you. And so grateful for everything you gave to me. You are going to be a strong leader and a wise leader.
I'll find you. I promise. I'll see you again.
I'll never be that far away.
Forever.
And ever and always. Boys. My brothers. I love you.
We love you too. Thank you for everything. If you want us to fight her, just say Jenga. And we will.
Maybe from the other side. Someday, just for shits and giggles.
Can I ask? Are you afraid?
I'm going to go visit my mother. And I'll see all of you again. Freddie.
I do not accept this.
I know. But I charge you to take good care of my sister and love her. And your friend, Keyleth. Love her as well. She will need it. She will need friends.
Of course.
Thank you for trying.
I wish I could have done more.
You did everything. Pickle. Pickle, you showed me the way.
And I know it doesn't look like that right now. But you absolutely did.
Wish I didn't for you.
You taught me purpose, Pickle. Purpose. And I know I will see you again.
Isn't there...
She said, is there something we can do? It's kind of hard to hear. Be there for them. You be there for them. You're the light in all our lives. I never had a greater friend than you. When we traveled a lot, I never had a greater friend than you.
I feel like she's taking part of me away.
I will bring it with me to remind me of you.
I don't know how to live.
I will see you again.
I know.
I will see you again. And I will tell your mother that you say hello.
Please. I love you. I don't accept this.
I know that it's hard. And I'm sorry.
I'm gonna find you.
I take Keyleth's face in my hands and happily take one more kiss. I'm sorry it's so cold.
I don't care. I don't accept this. I love you.
I will never stop loving you.
This isn't fair.
I know.
I guess we have to say goodbye.
For now. I love you, Keyleth. Of the air, Ashari.
I love you, Vecna. I'll see you again.
I look to the Raven Queen, and as I walk closer, since I leveled up, I use the Druid cantrip, Druidcraft, and grow snowdrops out from where I stand out to all of my family. Out to where they stand. Shit. Thank you.
have been to have had all of you. How lucky indeed. Thank you.
And as he turns and walks towards the darkened cloak of his matron, in the darkness of her cloak, you see a brief light, but it's brighter for you. As you walk forward, you see reaching from the light the dark hair, the fair skin, and the wide smile of your mother, Elena. As she greets you, she says, "I'm so proud." The rest of you watch as her cloak begins to fade like a slowly scattered shadow in creeping sunlight. And as the snowdrop flowers continue with each step, you blink. And it's just feathers.
That's good stuff. Man, I just feel invigorated.
All right, so as you finish the drink, you blink your eyes.
Grog, come here, Grog, come here.
I'm going to ask you,
seems a little
Scanlan,
off.
who do you see first?
Let's see here. It's Percy.
All right, and I guess my question to you, Scanlan, is based on your journeys and travels across the lands of Tal'Dorei and beyond, how adventurous have you been in your various exploits?
A human man? That was teenage years, baby. I've gone much further than that since then.
Then as you glance up into the beautiful eyes of the white-haired master of Whitestone, his white locks gently curling at the tips from an afternoon of sweating amongst the heat of the volcano, his fingers gingerly caressing the outside of the goblet in which he's enjoyed his own wine. You find yourself impossibly attracted to your once ally, now the erection of your affection.
I don't know if it's the wine talking, but oh man, I feel something I've never felt before, Percival.
That sounds like the wine talking to me.
I've just never seen you in this light before. Your eyebrows. I want to lick them. They just seem soft. And
You want to what?
I don't. That came out wrong. What I meant was, what are you doing later?
I walk up and I palm Scanlan's forehead and slam him to the ground.
Ow!
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm sorry, it's just. Well, you've seen it.
Continue.
The way he looks at you and everything stops. The way all sound fades away when he's talking.
Oh no, that's just his silent spell that he got recently. Yeah. Yeah.
The way he cocks his gun. Holds it so firmly. It trembles just a little.
With this,
but then bang! Oh. Just a gentle touch is all it takes.
Would this be an insight check at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Come on, Percy.
Oh no.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Is it really? Is it really?
I'm gonna feel his forehead. Does he feel warm?
How long have you felt this way? This is a bit...
It feels like forever. One song, glory.
Oh no.
One song to win your heart, glory. Where do I even start?
I don't know what's happening right now.
One song from the pretty boy gnome.
We fucked up. Oh, man.
Scanlan, I mean, I don't blame you. I don't. I just, this seems to be coming out of nowhere, and he's married.
This is true.
To me, and I will cut you, all right?
Love knoweth no boundaries. And even though there's a significant age difference between us,
How much of an age difference?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Also,
Why does marriage need to be so constricting, man? I mean, can't we just be free in this crazy mixed up world?
I'm not going to pretend that I'm not extremely flattered by this, and I am, but I don't know.
I want to see you naked.
Scanlan, are you experiencing a bit of cotton mouth? Maybe?
Yes.
Are your pupils a little dilated?
The lights.
I'm gonna look into his eyes. Are his eyes dilated?
I turn to Vax. What did you do?
Is it that hard to believe that maybe just someone finds me attractive?
Guys, this is all besides the point. We have a god to kill.
God
What
to
are we
kill.
going to do about the god?
Yes, no, we should talk.
This is beside the point.
We should
Beside the point.
strategize.
I just want to step outside the game for a second to say that Sam Riegel gave me a bullet to kill Travis Willingham with. And I have turned the gun back on Sam Riegel.
Well done.
All right, you all find yourselves in your chambers. Anything else we should do before the evening comes to a close?
Yes. Sorry, Matt. I know we're trying to get to other things, but magic compels me to put on my best silk G-string. And it compels me to use the series of tunnels that interconnect all of the rooms.
Oh shit, no!
that only I know about. And it compels me to sneak into Percival's room in the dead of night and crawl into bed with him.
All right. Make a stealth check.
I'm in the bed, you motherfucker!
Are you in there?
We're married!
But thought it was
she's in-
like the 50s where you had two twin beds.
I Love Lucy.
Have you seen their gold pile?
Well, then I guess I better be extra stealthy.
Yeah, you better.
Make a stealth check.
Okay, I think that's gonna work. 8.
With a slight jostle, Vexalia and Percival, you both pop one eye open and glance over as what you thought at first might be like a small child crawling into your bed, scared of a midnight storm. Instead, find a magnificent, silk-adorned, familiar gnome trying to wedge himself between your bodies, which is impressive based on the spooning position you're already in.
Let it happen, let it happen.
I reach underneath my pillow. I grab a small copper ball. Manners.
You find yourself suddenly bound and held in place and able to shift as these cold metal bars wrap around you like an exoskeleton.
Scanlan, short halt. Tell me now why I shouldn't feed you to Trinket.
I undo the lock so he can talk.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening to me. I know that this is your marital bed. Can I at least watch? I promise I won't look at you, Vex. I won't look at you at all. I'll just be looking at Percy.
Scanlan, seriously, this is not acceptable. Go to bed. If we let you out of this cage, will you go to bed? I'm going to send Trinket to your room with you, and he's going to sleep on top of you so that you will go to sleep. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Manners.
All right, it unlatches itself and reforms into the iron ball that you carry at your side. It's right about now that the file wears
Just a birthday prank. Is it your birthday?
No.
Oh, got the date wrong. I need to change. I have jizzed in my pants. I'm sorry.
Too much information, thank you.
Have a good evening.
Good evening. Do you walk out the main door?
The main door, the main door.
Okay, so you do in fact trigger a bucket.
Oh! Yes! Yes!
With a viscous powder that I mixed up, it's basically just a flour base. It's going to be a real pain to wash off.
You are a ghost white, bucket-headed gnome in a silk G-string.
Why? Why did you do it?
For the lulz? I don't know. I'll see you in the morning.
It'll give you a chance to prove to me how good of a salesman you are.
All right.
Yeah.
But how do we shake the odds gay?
What?
Well, that came out weird. Didn't think that through. I mean, it's what they do in the comfort of their own home is their own. I mean, I don't.
Why don't you leave? No, I don't think there's any shaking them, right?
Right.
Why don't you leave old Twinkle Toes outside and we go in? Surely Dodie can, read or something.
I mean, he can stay here and keep watch, but if they ask him anything, he will be
mute.
Is that all right, you think?
What's wrong with that?
All right.
Maybe just tell him to, be cool.
Dodie.
Which, as you turn, you see he's been drawing in his book the entire time, everything you guys have been discussing.
Dodie. Act cool. That means book down. Don't say a word, and if the guards get close, let us know with some sort of a sound.
Oh, God.
Thank you. Remember, you're a leper, so seem unhealthy.
Horrible creaking sounds.
Good. All right, let's go inside.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh.
Just outside the door there?
Yes.
He's a man.
Great. Well then.
Nice.
Currently carry one scroll that would surround you with a wreath of dangerous fire.
Oh, all right. What kind of... just around me or around an area?
Just around you. Anything that came too close would burst into flames and be burned.
I have 13 of those right here. So, do you have anything else?
Not that that's not really impressive.
That's really good, really good.
I've got something that makes you jump.
I've got that.
Got something that makes you see in the dark.
Yeah, I have a light already.
Anything that makes
What do you want?
Anything.
All right, give me that one scroll, the fire scroll. I mean, maybe I could sell it and get something else. I don't know. Jesus.
All right.
How much is that?
The scroll, I would put it a fair 6,000 gold pieces.
Watch how it's done. I'm going to put an amount of gold on the table. I'd like you to consider it. And if it's to your liking, take it. And if not, just shake your head. And I'll put 200 gold on the table. I'll put 200 more. I'll put 2,000 more. And another 2,000.
Make a persuasion check.
4,400.
17 plus 7! 24.
4,400.
Take pickles.
Wow.
Check and mate.
You seem, from our previous experience, to be the, quite the bargainer, my friend.
Yeah, the brains.
How would you say to the fair price of 10,000 gold pieces for the badge?
Let me confer with my partner. How many on your hands is that? Yeah, no, both hands. How many?
All.
2.
Oh, wait. It's too much.
Too much.
Yes, this man is insulting your intelligence, and you should be very angry right now.
How about... How about 9,000 gold pieces?
You drive a very hard bargain, my big friend. However, because it's you. Deal.
Done. Pay the man.
I would object to this. This is coming out of my purse, and I insist that you negotiate with me and not.
Terry, this man drives a really well-known establishment. If we leave here after having struck that bargain and we don't pay, there will be more guards outside.
How about this? I can trade you something that is worth far more than the extra 3,000 gold this gentleman promised you.
What would this be?
It's a rare egg. Magical in nature. It can save a life in any situation. And if you eat it when you are nearly dead, you will go back into battle with the strength and bravery of 10 men, and you will not rest until your foes are dead.
Make a persuasion check.
Come on, man.
Come on, Terry.
This is
come
deception
on.
because you believe this wholeheartedly.
Big.
20.
With advantage? Is that what you said?
No.
Oh.
This is deception or persuasion?
This is persuasion.
22.
$6,000 in the egg, you say? Very well.
He pushes the.
Gentle.
I will be.
He goes over and quickly reaches over and grabs like a thick towel-like pile of cloth and kind of wraps it up carefully. Sets it down.
A pleasure doing business with you all.
The gift wrapping.
Terribly sorry. My apologies. I'll be right to it.
He turns and leaves the room.
Terry, that was a personal gift from me to you.
I know, but we're partners, as you just said, and I felt that you would approve of me doing so.
I suppose I am a bit proud.
What was that?
You hear behind you guys at the doorway.
Oh, shit.
Sound of the impacts of metal rapidly and heavily.
What? What are
Sword!
You oh, Jesus.
Your rod whips into a long sword, and you glance behind, and you see, walking through the doorway, the very heavy, hulking figure of Dodie carrying two unconscious guards that are hanging from his hands. He goes,
What did you... Give me those! I'll punch them both one time each in the jaw, just for extra measure.
okay. Both jaws are very broken.
Oh, no.
Well, your guy really did a number. Cool. Okay. Everybody's gonna die. All right, so we're gonna kill everyone that we see in the next 10 seconds.
Even the shop owner.
Yep, he's gotta die.
Oh, shit. All right. Partners, right?
Okay.
I'll do whatever you say.
Is there like a counter in the shop?
Yeah, there's a counter in the front area.
Is it wooden? Is it wooden?
Yeah.
Can he see through the counter?
No, the proprietor is in the back room.
Oh, great.
He's wrapping your stuff right now.
He doesn't know if this happened. Let's get rid of them. Get rid of them.
Well, what's in the shop? Is there like a tapestry? Is there like a rug? Is there like...
It's not a very big... There is a secondary room to the side. It looks like there's an upper platform, but that looks like where his bedroom is, maybe.
Uh-huh.
There's a couple lanterns. It's warm lit on the interior, and as you're looking around, it's not a huge establishment, but... I mean, make a perception check.
2.
You have no idea. You're panicking.
I saw this in a tavern once. Let's sit them up like they're just sleeping and nobody will notice.
They have the jaws of the blood.
Yeah, no.
Jaws are terrible.
Yeah, well, didn't you put a mask on, Donnie? Let's do it again.
I don't have extra masks.
No, look, it'd be no problem.
Put them somewhere else.
I sit one up in the corner and I sit the other one up and I like lean it on his shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What?
This is great, don't worry.
I can tell that those are two.
No, I've got a better idea. I'll take the cask of ale out of the bag and hold it and I'll just start pouring ale all over him, right?
Why would they be in here drinking? They're guards on duty.
They're terrible guards. They make horrible life choices. They're in the wrong line of work. I take 2 chalices and I throw it in their laps. Cool. Now I need you to vomit on them.
I can't vomit.
Do it right now. Put your finger down your throat and puke on these guards.
Make an intimidation check, Grog.
17. Puke on those fucking guards.
What am I rolling?
I'm gonna say make an insight check. Sure.
16.
Vomit on those bitches.
And that's gonna be gift forever. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god. Natural 20.
Oh my god!
About 30 seconds of you trying to gag yourself pass before the shop owner comes back with these beautifully packaged bundle of healing potions. All right, so
1 second. 1 second. So I'm really sorry. These 2 gentlemen obviously have been off their ass. They came in here smelling of booze, looking for like something to make them feel better. I don't know, and they just passed out in your corner. Is there someone you know that we could call? I really hate just leaving them
make a
here.
deception check.
Oh my god. Come on, Grog.
Please, a 4.
9.
He slowly hands out this really nice bundle, and it has like a little bow on it, and it's wrapped, and he hands it out to you, and he goes, "Please, take this, and never come back. Please.
For the rest of the day.
Ever again. Your presence has brought me no end of pain. Just go."
Obviously, we have gotten the better end of this deal.
I think that is true, absolutely.
Do you still have the... We should go. We should leave.
All right. Thank you for your business. Good day to you. Let's go. Doty, come.
Good day.
Doty turns. And just comes running after you guys as you exit the shop. Immediately catches their attention.
You there. You lot. Hello. Wow. Who are you all? Look at this. Magical items from head to toe. Why, I've never seen anything quite like it.
Pouring it on a little thick, friend. What's up?
Doty, come here, will you? Take this down.
And he watches the giant construct, takes a few steps forward, and begins writing into the book.
In my travels through...
It's a Kleenex. It doesn't work. You piece of shit.
God damn it.
I couldn't have been more candy. Fuck. I didn't want to throw something hard at him. Holy
fucking hell.
shit.
Doty, take this down. In my travels through Ankarel, I have never seen so many magical items in one place. But then I saw them walking up to me, and I knew I had met some very special people. That's it for now.
I'm being narrated.
Hello!
I just get very nervous. when
Nice to
I'm
meet you all. The name is Taryon Darrington.
Taryon Darrington?
Taryon Darrington. My friends just call me Terry. And I'm a bit of an adventurer. I've been traveling around this continent for a while, trying to tick off things off of my list. And I've had a few scraps and scrapes, and I'm looking for more adventure. I was traveling with a band of ne'er-do-wells that I had hired, and, well, let's just say many of them were killed. So I was looking to employ a ragtag group of people, elves, whatever you are, to accompany me. Sort of be my sidemen, if you will.
Oh.
How much would a band like you cost for a day?
50,000 gold.
Oh, that's nothing. Would you,
An hour.
I'm sorry.
50,000 gold an hour.
Yeah, that's like our retainer fee. Good thinking.
Well, I tend to employ people on the month-by-month basis, and you get a cut of the treasure as we go, of course. We can work out the particulars, but are you, in fact, guns and Or not guns, swords for hire.
Well, are you going after treasure?
I'm going after many things. I have a long list of things that I want to tick off.
Are you famous?
Of course I am. You haven't heard of... you haven't heard of me yet, because my book hasn't come out yet. Doty here is recording my legendary adventures as I travel around the continents.
How thick is the book?
It's pretty thick. Make a perception check.
Oh.
Wow.
18.
Okay. It's a pretty thick book, but it looks like Doty is maybe a third into it. A fourth.
Lots of scribbles in that book.
Yes, I haven't settled on a title yet. It will either be Terry's Adventures. It's sort of lame. Or it could be Daring Adventures of Darrington, or it could be Taryon with Taryon, or something like that. I'm working on the title. I have a while to finish it.
The Daring Trials and Tribulations of Terry Darrington.
That's fantastic. Doty, please write that down. I knew you were special when I ran into you all. My goodness.
Buddy boy, we have to go to the 9 hells in the not too distant future. Are you down for that?
Well, hold on, let me check my list. That is on the list. It was lower down, but it's another thing I have to tick off before I'm a real adventurer. So I'm up for anything if you are.
Wow.
I do not like you.
This fucking asshole. Am I right? This fucking asshole.
Can I insight check, asshole?
Yes, you may.
Can I insight check?
Look at this willing accomplice motherfucker.
I know. Piece of shit, both of you. You are all
so
pieces of shit. At everything right now.
Everything feels weird. New dad is wearing old dad's skin and trying to do an impression of him, and it's weird.
I don't like change.
Who cares about the whisper? What's going on, Sam?
Bullshit.
Tell us about the loot crate, Sam. Tell us about the loot crate.
He has a new character sheet. I'm gonna cry again.
Mother lied.
Nope. I hate Terry. He's a dick. You're gonna make Laura cry.
We
Look
are
what you've
currently under.
Fuck you, Ryan Green. Fuck you.
The show is breaking apart because of you, Sam. Show me on the character sheet where the bad DM touched you.
So, bringing it back to the current conversation at hand.
I can grant powers to many people. For instance, you, little elf girl. What's your name?
I'm gonna move over here.
Oh, hell no.
I take it back. I like him.
Wait, I'm stealthing.
Flames in the side of my face. Heaving breaths.
Keelan uses a fog cantrip and just fades into the alleyway.
I'm gone.
Just X into the shadow.
He's like on a Western when they cut back to the tavern and everyone's gone.
Basically.
I walk up to him. What kind of an adventurer are you? If you've never heard of Vox fucking Machina.
Oh, is that a band of evildoers? Is that a roving Goliath horde?
Where the fuck have you been? Who are you? No, really, who the fuck are you?
My name is Taryon Darrington. I am an adventurer, and I have more recently set out on my journey. That is true.
This armor looks very new.
I have not seen so many real battles yet, but I have fought many beasts. There was one, it was a smallish beholder, and my men took it out into a field for me and sort of roughed it up for me. And then when the time was right for the kill, they said, come on in and kill it. And I came in and used my powers and killed it, and I checked it off the list.
Oh, I see.
Yes. It was so thrilling.
Your men, are you,
The ones that died.
Oh,
right?
They also perished. That was a different group, yes.
Wonderful.
But they were well paid before they went, and I'm sure they sent some of the money home. Some of them, I think they do that, typically. My wealth has bought me many different artifacts from my travels, and they all do majorly magical things.
What kind of weapons?
I have a rod.
An immovable rod?
No, it's whatever I want it to be. Sword!
So you watch as the rod all of a sudden transforms into this sudden, like, liquid metal-like visage and then solidifies into a longsword.
Fire!
It bursts into flames.
Now that is fucking
It's fucking cool, isn't it?
How much money did that cost?
Oh, like 400,000 gold or something? It was a lot of money. I don't quite. Doty keeps the facts and figures. Doty, can you show me that piece of the book?
Turns it around.
Embarrassing.
Shows the page to you. You glance through it, and the actual construction of that item cost you upwards around 65 to 70,000 gold pieces.
That's it?
It's a lot of money.
Well, I know, but...
So wait,
that's normal.
You want to come with us, or you want us to come with you?
I don't have a current adventure right now. Fire off. Still getting used to some of the contraptions.
Tell you what, Terry. 50,000 gold, and you can follow us right now as we finish this very adventurous errand we're running. 50,000 gold. Small fee.
What kind of adventure is this again? You mentioned you're going to do something very dangerous.
It's so dangerous going into this.
Can you tell me what it is?
I'm afraid I can't.
It's a
tell
test
you.
of your reflexes, on point, how you handle things you're not quite ready for.
I could limber up. Sure.
I stealth up behind Keyleth and rest my chin on her shoulder and just say, "What the fuck?"
And I just say,
He comes. Come on.
Slap happy.
Come on, back.
Besides, I want to see him get in a fight. Let's audition him at least.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
hey, but
Come on, pretty boy. Let's go.
Tell you about this.
Doty, take this down. As the group turned around, I knew I had them. And our adventure was about to begin. End chapter.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
I hate him so much.
I hate him so much.
I love him.
I miss Scanlan.
Terry. Come here.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Couldn't be.
Hello.
Hello. So, I figured you would have a little bit of an easier time if you know the names of the people that you're spending time with. I had him make you some, I don't know, maybe some flashcards. So, I take out a quill. I hold up a photo. Who is this?
What you see before you is a very beautifully, realistically drawn image of a female half-elven druid and a male half-elven rogue paladin, both clutching bedsheets going...
That's amazing. In the same drawing.
Yeah.
Oh. But how did... I mean, they would have had to have been...
I didn't realize he was going to draw them in their sleep. So let's just...
Please go through every picture.
So many more questions than answers. One of those two was dead yesterday, and yet they still found time to... Well, the one on the left is... I lovingly refer to her as Antlers. She is the most powerful and leader of the group.
All those things are true, but take this quilt. Now, next to her picture, please write Keyleth.
Doty, you heard her.
No.
Nobody stops when she says no.
You are going to write it down. Do you know how to write?
Of course I know how to write.
Okay,
I'm an educated man.
Does he know how to write?
In what language?
What language do you prefer?
I prefer gnome when I'm with you.
Old
Okay.
habits die hard.
It's good practice.
Okay. So write down Keela.
Odd vowel sounds in your weird language. Okay. Keela.
The man laying next to her,
Mm-hmm.
do you know his name?
Little elf boy.
I would never say that again. His name is Vax.
With a B? Like backs?
With a V, as in
Vagina.
Mana from heaven. Mana from heaven.
Got it? X. All right.
Next up.
You know what? That one sounds familiar. I feel like he's introduced himself to me.
Okay, next up, who's this?
This is another pair. This one less shy. It appears to be a human male, looking confused, with glasses pressed up above the top of the forehead, and a half-elven, dark-haired female on top, glancing back with a "don't you fucking dare" expression.
Oh well.
Yes, I know, you're learning so much.
May I for a moment?
Sure.
Do you think this is up, or
You could have it any way you like it.
I've read about that. All right.
Just looking at the faces, then, who do you think they are?
The happy one is little elf girl.
Oh, I would definitely not ever say that to her.
All right. What's her real name?
Her name is Vex.
All right. Vex.
And do you know that her and Vax are twin brother and sister?
I could tell by the bone structure and
Okay.
the contempt.
Now, the man laying next to her, what is his name?
Percival Frederickstein von Musel Carollo Dorolo III.
Well done.
Almost. Kowalski Dorolo III. Percival Frederickstein von Musel.
Muslix.
So close.
You're good.
The Kowalski
Dorolo III.
That all depends on how much whiskey. That's fair.
Please write it down.
Whiskey-based pronunciation.
That one I'm going to do in common. And you know what? I'll just abbreviate the middle part.
That's okay.
P. ... Dorolo.
Two more to go. Who's this?
Let's see of the. All right, so there is one of this one is Pike, in a her gnomish form, still wearing her armor in her astral form, just kind of looking like she realized she didn't phrase it properly when she made the request, and being the last one sketched. And in that moment, her expression says, "Oh no."
Before I answer, just a quick process question here.
Okay.
In the other images, there was some revelry, some intercourse happening. Is that, now that I'm a full-fledged member, do I Do I get to partake? Is this how it works with everyone, or is it just certain members? Is it a hierarchy? Is it some sort of a cultish thing where you have to prove yourself sexually and in battle, or how does that work? Or is it? Am I misreading this?
You know, I think you should just continue to try to explore that. Because it would just be great just to see what happens. You never know, Terry. You just never know.
All right.
I would never tell you no. No! Let me rephrase. I would never tell you no to not try with the people of the group.
So you're saying that membership has its privileges?
Mayhaps. Oh my God. Do you know my name?
Daughter of Saren Ray, I'm guessing.
No, it's Pike.
Pike.
And last but certainly not least.
Whoa.
Oh. Narrator. Doty, she said realism.
And there, in a classic Michelangelo style pose, one knee cocked to the side, the beard fluffed, the rippling scarred muscles, and the obvious half-giant side of Grog Strongjaw before you on the page.
That is not a picture of a Goliath and a halfling.
I mean, how does he walk?
With confidence and pride.
Pick a leg.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
I know.
That is just. That is primal.
You took some artistic liberties with this one.
Made it smaller. All right. I've been taking to calling him Jumbo or the big guy.
Okay.
And it seems that I was correct.
Well, this is Grog.
Say that again.
Grog.
Grog. Okay.
And that is my very best friend.
You know, I have learned that he is a confident ally and a friend to me as well. And I will do my best to protect him in battle in your absence.
Well, thank you. That is very, very kind of you. So, before I leave, my request is that you look at these every night before bed until you learn them.
Love Mama Pike. Can you, in this form, can you see me all the time?
Yes.
I will.
So I will know if you're not looking at your flashcards every night. This is so stupid.
This is Dungeons and Dragons.
This is amazing.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Milady, I swear it by my name. I will do so as you request. Thank you for saving one of my allies today, and wherever you are in the world, know that we are fighting the good fight, and I will keep your friends safe. Your friends, Greg.
Nope.
Vox. Kiko.
Kiko works.
And Percival, Frederickstein, Von Musil, Kowalski Derolo the Third.
I realized that was off of memory, so I'm going to let it slide.
I have a few more nights of studying to do.
You do. Okay. It was wonderful to spend time with you. I'm going to go back over here.
All right.
Goodbye.
Surf Trovels.
Surf Trovels.
I did not expect it to go that far.
I have a fresh new set of six-pack abs after the last 10 minutes.
All right, so as you guys gather,
get Ashley back.
Sorry, that went a little bit longer than I was.
You know, in Dodie being literal, it led to all of that joy. Holy shit.
I actually know like giant, but I can't read it.
Okay.
Do you think maybe before this like fancy smart potion wears off, you could teach me some letters?
Well, if we have maybe a book or something, I could like a beginning to read giant. Is there anything like that where I could know?
Well, no, I don't.
What the letters
I
are?
don't see a lot of giant. Just even like common, like
Just common letters.
Yeah, just.
Yes, I can show you the alphabet. I will write it out. Okay. And do you know how to spell your name? Okay. It's very easy. You have 4 letters in your name.
How many?
But there are 2 of the same letter.
How
so
many?
you really only have 3 letters in your name.
But I'm not so hot on the numbers.
Okay, well, we won't talk about numbers. Okay, what's the first letter of the alphabet? This you know.
G.
That's the first letter of your name.
Oh, it is?
Yes,
It doesn't
but that's
stop
not
at
the
that?
first letter of the alphabet. You've said it before.
Hey.
It's the first letter. Oh, well, you wouldn't know that because you don't know how to spell.
Fucking A, this is tough.
Oh,
What?
you just said it.
Fucking A.
Yes, A. A is the first letter of the alphabet.
A. A. A.
Okay.
A.
And we can keep going. But
Okay. For the purposes of narrative here, you spend the next few hours with Pike in your room, beginning to learn elements of the alphabet of common. You go through enough of it where you pick up some of it, and as the potion fades, so does the memory of the lesson. Yeah, it's just flowers for Grog or not. but it wouldn't have mattered because common alphabet and giant runics are totally different things.
Yeah, totally. I just wanted to know something.
Oh, you couldn't.
I'm so.
Did I at least teach him how to spell his name?
Yeah, you could give him his name, man.
Yeah,
Make an intelligence check, Grog.
Oh,
Next time you wake up.
Do I still? No, we're up, right? I don't have advantage.
No, before
You can do it.
You can do it, Grog. Roll a natural 20.
I'll say as you feel the potion fading from you.
I burp and I get a little
what'd you
bubble.
learn?
Sure, go ahead and roll intelligence check.
Oh.
Oh, that's even worse. Oh, -2. Fuck. Well.
Wait, I'm gonna. Oh no, I can't do that. 12? Okay.
You get grr. And that's where it ends.
My cursive is sweet.
Okay.
I'm so tired. I've learned like all of these, but I'm really sleepy.
We'll keep working on it.
I'm not sure we will, but yeah.
We'll keep working on it.
Keep working. Good night.
Good night,
Thank
Grog.
you, Pike.
You sleep so well, okay?
Smash cut to a year later is going.
See Kevdak run.
Oh, that's so cute.
12 points of slashing damage.
I'm down. Everyone's about to hit the ground.
Keyleth falls unconscious. And the tail strikes you. Auto crit. You lose 2 death saving throws.
We're all human now.
And you're all human.
All of you drop form.
Or dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to be humanist.
I'm definitely.
So 4 would be.
Fucking hell.
Vex.
Okay, gotta fix this super fast.
Really not looking good.
And everybody's far away from her, except for me and who's the other person?
Oh man, where did my Vex model go?
Oh no, did I
I just appeal?
I think I may actually left you on the other map. That's okay. I'll bring it up. I'll be fine for this one. I'll just use.
Oh,
use
because I was in a corner.
Yeah, I'll use the Aaron yes for you. It's fine.
That's okay. That's pretty hot.
Nobody puts baby.
All right. So we'll say. What else gets right
Can
here?
you put a little marker on me so I can see it? I can't see the Aaron, yes.
Probably should have taken a hot second.
That's you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. For civil. Vex. Taryon. Tova.
Percy, my necklace is glowing.
Yeah, we all know.
But, and I'm not a bat.
Yeah,
Does
we
that
all-
mean that
All right.
Keyleth is dead?
End of their turn. Keyleth,
Uh-huh.
it's your turn.
Oh shit! no.
You're next in the initiative order.
Oh shit!
Oh
no.
god, oh god, oh god!
Why would that? That's not. Wait.
I don't want to die,
Wait, why
guys.
two? Why no? No, why two? No.
Not in.
Who do I do this
You just
to?
rolled it.
I did.
Oh.
It's a 13.
Oh shit!
Technically. Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to switch dice, but that's a 13. I'll take that.
Was it the intentional roll?
No. Okay.
No, that's not.
Oh no.
Don't fuck me, Gil.
Come on,
Gil?
man. Come on.
Why make Gil do it?
I'm good. I'm
Oh
good.
god!
What'd you roll?
It's a 12.
12?
I rolled a 12.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Still bleeding out.
I'm
Man,
great.
losing that plane shift.
My success. A success. Right, what?
Yeah.
What'd you just say?
She has played.
I said if you would,
Totally
if you
forgot.
die,
Oh my god,
No
if she
plane
dies,
shift.
we're
Yeah, no, I know.
that's
I'm good. I'm
That
good.
was
I'm
a
great.
big oversight.
I'm
that's
fine.
campaign over. Okay.
No.
What
No.
the fuck do we?
No, we're good. Let's come on.
That might be campaign over.
Well, I don't know.
We're not out of the woods.
All right.
Oh my
All right.
god, what the fuck are we
This-
thinking?
I'm
You still have to go back and say her fucking line.
No, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Vex,
We're
you're up.
good.
Vex, you're up.
We
You're
maybe
up.
should have healed, but we're
I
good.
run forward and I slide on my knees and put my hand on her and cast Cure Wounds at 4th level
Okay.
on Keyleth.
All right.
Campaign resumes.
I'm gonna pop out. Or maybe I can stay in there and do this while I'm peeking through the door. And try to cast Divine Intervention. Intervention.
Divine intervention.
I'm
not nervous, you are.
All right. All right. So you step out. You see this chaos happening. The dragon in the air. The fiend over on the side, just swinging and barely missing a flying Vax. Swoops past in the middle of the sleet storm. You close your eyes and concentrate, holding your holy symbol, praying that Saren Ray has the ability to reach beyond the divine gate and lend you her strength temporarily. I need you to go ahead and roll a d10.
Man, how awesome would this be?
It'd be insane.
So cool.
What'd you roll?
A 10?
A 0?
Yeah.
0.
A 0. Never works.
Shut the fuck up! She has to roll under her
You have to roll
level.
under your level.
Which she did.
So this succeeded. So.
Shut the fuck up, Ashley!
So, as you clutch your holy symbol, concentrating, hoping that she's there, feeling the division between the gods and their followers since the divergence occurred, and you've reached out to her a number of times, you look up through the darkness of your closed eyes and you see a light, a beacon open like the clouds part, and suddenly the sound of rain goes away, the sound of all the chaos goes away, and it's just warmth and quiet. And you watch as Saren Ray's hand comes down and touches your forehead and with your closed eyes and says, I'll do what I can.
Oh, shit!
As she drifts away and smiles, you watch as her hand turns into a fist and she looks up and disappears into the light. As you open your eyes, you now see up in the sky cloud above Voragal, the clouds that are dark, there's a little sparkle of divine energy begins to swirl. As it grows stronger and stronger, the clouds suddenly part, and a giant column of divine energy slams down right on top of Voragal. Voragal looks up just in time to try and move out of the way before it slams him in the back. Does not make his dex save with a roll of 5.
Launch fries, motherfucker!
Voragal suffers.
You've done this 6 times.
Voragal suffers 50 points of divine damage
50 points.
and is slammed onto the ground.
Get on!
Stay down.
Yes! Ground so hard, Hex fell off of him.
I know.
Holy fuck! Pike!
Uh,
That was amazing! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
going to be a bunch of
Action figure is down. Action figure is down.
additional
Percy, does your head
additional
equal-
26 points of bludgeoning damage. As the light column slams Vorgal to the ground, you can see the ice and snow underneath melts immediately. And what was once a column, you can see now looks like a giant fist made of spiritual energy that then withdraws slowly off the back of Vorgal and then dissipates before the clouds close up once more. So that's your movement and your
That's how
action.
you make an entrance.
Sarah Ray.
For a bonus, Sarah Ray, my baby.
I wish to strangle you till death.
He's into autoerotic asphyxiation.
Oh, amazing! Oh my God!
Wait, Grog, I'm sorry. Come again.
I wish to put my hands on your throat until you expire. If you say you're unkillable, well, that's a new experience entirely.
Oh.
Okay.
Will you come back? I mean, have we tested this?
Makes me what?
Can
You
I
would like
ask
come
one
back
question?
in 24 hours, right?
Can I ask one question first? Will you be pleasuring yourself during this?
Yeah, he actually laughed at this. I think the process will be enjoyable enough.
Since we're making
I respect you so much.
since we're making a deal, I want to make sure of a few things.
All right. With a couple of provisions here. All right. One, you cannot say shit while you're doing this.
He's not allowed to talk?
That is correct.
Fair enough. I think it would spoil the moment anyway.
Two,
It's weird.
and this includes the rest of you lot. Everybody leaves except for Scanlan and Grog.
Oh, okay.
And they stay.
What?
No, I'm all right with that.
I don't want to see it.
I think that's a fair request.
Can I pleasure myself?
I whap Scanlan on the head.
Do as you like, my friend.
Just let him do it. You'll come back, right?
Oh, Vax is okay. That was Liam just now.
You gotta test the boundaries.
This is so weird. Okay, wait. Caleb pulls back aside. Just
It's like a dog, you gotta pull him off your calf.
Don't do that, call you Sherlock.
All right, fuck not. Let's just do this.
You believe this? You really believe you're going to come back if you die? Fair play.
Oh my God.
To the immortals. And he just takes your throat and begins to squeeze.
Oh my
Eyes locked in. And he just keeps watching you.
This is so dark.
I know.
And just step up behind Max just in case he has the involuntary reaction to reach up to his arms just to keep his arms down.
He just locks in.
No fear, remember?
Yeah. Just not making any other noise. Just continues to apply pressure. Eventually your vision begins to go dark.
I'm so glad we can't see this.
Yeah, nope.
And he goes,
Underwater.
I'd be freaking out.
I look away.
I don't.
He eventually goes,
I'm peeking out of the pond.
I grab her and drag her right back to the pond.
okay.
Nope, you don't
so
want that in your
weird.
head.
Okay.
In your head, man.
I know.
Yeah, man, you could have asked for a magic wand or a unicorn, a pony.
It was a fascination with something different and new, and you said,
Yeah.
cannot die, and that immediately piqued his interest.
Yeah, sure.
Even the nicest of Fae are weird and have their dark sides.
Preach, David Bowie.
Oh,
preach.
man.
Yeah, and you watch over the next minute or so as he strangles the life out of Vax.
Oh my God.
Are you hungry right now?
Eventually. This is so fucked up.
This is quality internet.
I know. Limp in his grasp. Garmelia eventually pulls one hand back, still holds him now. His feet are dangling. Goes like, satisfying, but not what I thought it would be.
right, that ends there. Top of the round. Vex, you're up.
Okay.
As you're standing there now, bleeding profusely, holding the necklace that holds Grog. What are you doing?
I'm gonna fly over right above Kevdak.
Mm-hmm.
Like a good 50 feet.
Yeah, it's 50. All right.
All right. I'm gonna Pokeball Grog right out so he can attack straight out of the gate, just like I cannonballed Trinket.
And I am willing.
All right.
Aren't you at death's door?
Yeah.
I'll say essentially because you held your action last turn. If you wanted to go ahead and take your action to do a drop attack on this point here.
Can this be my bonus? So I'm dropping him out as the bonus, and then I still can attack.
Locket activation.
For me?
It's only
I mean,
locket
it's only a locket. It's
Yeah,
not like
just-
it's a full
I'd
move.
I'd say it's your bonus action to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Grog, you were released, falling down to land at, like, on top of Kevdak with the blood axe in a downward arc.
Big windup as we're coming down.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
Any chance I can make this reckless? Oh, no way.
Yeah.
No, no way.
No, I'll get attack advantages against
Right.
you again.
Up to you.
Thank God for that. Natural 20. Look at it. The first one was a 1.
you!
The first one was
Ones
a
and 20s,
1.
man. You can't
That's a
you gotta
20.
stop this.
That's a 20. The
And
first
that's
one
why you
was a
did
1.
reckless. All right, so go ahead and roll damage on this.
Get him, Grog.
Oh my
This is a quintuple.
Does that mean he gets the 3 12s again?
With the brutal critical at this level, how many extra dice is it for you?
Brutal critical is 1 additional damage die during critical hits.
But then that's gone up since you leveled previously.
That's true.
So you are now at, I believe, I think it's 2.
So 3
Brutal critical, yeah, 13 increases to 2. So you roll additional 2d12 on the attack. So roll 1d12 plus. You're not raging anymore because you spent the last
that's
round.
correct, yeah. Plus 3.
We don't know.
All right, so plus 3.
So that's 10.
10. Plus 2 more d12s.
One's still filled with meat.
That's a 12. So that's 22. And a 10 for 32.
And then double that?
And then.
No.
Oh,
well, you
his
don't,
crits
you
don't
double
get
the first roll.
Yeah, the double the first. Right, which was 10, so 20, so 42.
42 means it is 21 damage. How do you want to do that?
Poetic justice!
As the shadow fires from the necklace as she holds it aloft, bleeding and shaking, you appear and dive down in silence.
Oh my god!
The whole square coming towards you as Kevdak, clutching in the one nearly ruined arm, the other arm that you bisected, is turning the corner, about to open the door to dive into the house to avoid it. Looks up just in time to see you streaking down. What do you do?
I say, for stranger! And I sink the axe right into his neck and pot him perfectly down the middle.
With the sheer force of the blow, the weight behind it, and the intent, the axe hits him right in the side of the neck, cleaves off part of his ear, shaves off part of his skin here, exposing the jawbone, hits here, breaks the clavicle, tears through it, and every single rib is destroyed. It cuts right through the center of this giant body until it gets to about the midsection where it catches finally. The upper torso just splits open and just covers you with gore. However, you still impact.
Yep.
Not raging.
Nope.
You take.
Okay, it's okay, he's got.
Oh, his shit.
He's got his trick.
Seriously.
25 points of fall damage from the impact.
That will put me unconscious and 21 points under.
And 21 points under. You have that barbarian ability. Does
I do. I
Would
have
that be part of this? That is-
Relentless rage.
if you drop to 0 hit points while raging, you're not raging. So yeah. As you shout, the blow, in a very Superman versus Doomsday way, cleaves him in half. And as you slam into the ground, you pull the axe free as your shattered leg bones give under and you fall to the ground. Smile as you see his form crumple, and then you face first in the ground before him. You watch as every single herd member in the entire open square just kind of gasps at this whole sight. They all kind of turn, hearing you scream for Strongjaw, and see this happen. As Kevdak's body slumps to the ground, it shrinks back down to its average size, and you crumple to the ground, smiling, and fall next to him, and everyone just kind of takes a moment of breathless silence.
Are we all here then?
Grog!
Scanlan was down.
Scanlan's down.
I'll take off running for Vex.
Okay, as you turn around the corner, Keeman and Allura are rushing up to you now as well. Is he? And you turn the corner, Grog, and you see Vax holding the still body of Scanlan just dangling out of his arms.
No. No. No! Fix him! Fix him!
Starts a rocket. Like a child. Will somebody do something?
We have to take him home.
We have to get him out of here.
Well, we've got all these people with magic. You've all got magic spells. You just brought him back. Fix him!
Pike looks at Kima. Can you do anything?
This is beyond any of my capabilities. I have a certain skill set, and it's not this kind of skill set. I'm sorry.
Vax, the Raven Queen. You can talk to her, right? Vax?
I mean, what do we need? Do we need, like...
Okay, we have to get him out of here because this place sucks.
We need to take him somewhere. With the temple. And we need to find his daughter.
And they say, Keyleth, can you swim?
Yes.
Can you come help me get this diamond back?
Oh, yeah! Yeah. Am I on the cliff?
You're on the top of the cliff, yeah. You're gonna do it.
Is she like down? I
Yeah.
know.
I mean, I can come. Oh, are you really?
Can I do it?
It's a really high drop.
Can I do the Pocahontas swan dive?
Okay, make an athletics check.
Yes.
Sail!
Sail! Sail!
Oh no!
Okay, you get a few feet past the cliff edge. Not a majestic jump, and the cliff is not completely sheer. It does slightly angle outward. So you leap off, and as you're falling, you can see you probably have about 300 feet or so before you're going to hit rock.
I'm gonna hit rock.
The side of the cliff.
The cliff is not perfectly vertical. It's a little bit angled, and you're heading down to hit the rock.
I go whoops, and can I do like a gust against the cliff wall to push me back a little bit further?
Go and make a wisdom check. Just a straight wisdom modifier check.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
That's good.
Just straight wisdom
Yes.
modifier. 20.
Okay. Like a gentle fart, you push yourself a little ways from the cliff, and it does. We'll say it does just enough of a shove where your trajectory changes slightly. You may or may not be right where the rock hits the surf. You can test it or not. It's up to you.
Test it, test it.
And this was the end.
Kiki, don't kill yourself over this rock.
It was nice being in a couple.
At the last minute, I'm gonna go and turn into a goldfish.
Before you hit the water?
Or the rock?
Well, I'm assuming the goldfish would make it easier
Terminal
to hit water.
velocity.
Yeah, but you're gonna
That's
hit
a good
rock.
point.
Goldfish are not magnetically attracted to water.
They
They still just
What
fall.
about like
Those are ironfish.
a flying fish or something, so you can like maybe.
Oh, shit.
I don't think flying fish actually fly.
No, but they got big fins.
They do glide. They
Regardless,
do glide.
as you turn into a goldfish,
Oh
no.
rocketing towards the base
Straight
of the
roll.
water.
Here we go.
no! Oh no! If I
All right.
killed
He's
you,
taking a picture of it. He's taking a picture of
No,
it.
No,
not.
he's not. Because she's dead.
This is too many dice for me to roll.
I mean,
What?
I would just pop back to myself. I don't die.
And then any additional damage would go over into your.
And no, I know.
There's too many dice to roll, Marisha.
my God, no. No, it's fine.
It's fine.
We're gods.
Are we?
It's fine.
She says as she dies on the rocks.
Did you say we're gods? Why would you even tempt that shit right now?
Why am I drinking your coffee? I'm going to stop right now.
Yeah, but we're not.
But we're not.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
What is he doing?
Just you and me, sis. Just
No,
you
no,
and
no.
me.
Seriously, though, what if she just died?
Yeah.
That would be kind of amazing.
You took 363 points of damage.
You are lying.
No.
You are
Wait,
lying.
That's below.
By hitting rocks?
By hitting rocks at terminal velocity at the it's d6 per 10-foot fallen. Keyleth scatters across the edge of the rock, and just crumples into the surf, and is now floating.
Wait, what? You are lying.
No!
to me.
You did. I did.
Wait,
What does that mean? That's below
Wait,
her
instead
total
of,
hit
like-
points.
That's instant death.
No, she's dead. Keyleth is dead and floating in the
Instant
water.
death?
Yeah.
Instead of like turning in. Okay.
Unrevivable death?
Probably revivable. You just gotta retrieve the body.
You gotta get her to fight.
Hey, remember,
Oh my
Vex?
God! Oh my God! I
Wait,
go down.
wait,
I see
Vex, I gave you a coin.
Wait.
a revivify coin.
Wait.
Oh my God!
I thought you were trying to make it out like it's still in water.
Wait, you're dead.
I said the distance you jumped and they pushed.
Wait, but
You jumped from 1,000 feet in the air. Totally logical.
I'm going to write it.
You can't even see the water or rocks, but you're like, yep.
I'm a golden god.
I am having the best conversation with JB
Oh my
right now.
God.
I am really getting
Okay,
to
okay,
know
okay. I
about
have
JB.
I have a coin. I have a coin that.
Best thing that's ever happened.
Wait, but here's the thing. Do I have to roll if I use the coin?
And now, now officially, every member of Vox Machina has died, almost in battle or to some danger.
That took care of it.
You broke the seal.
But didn't we have a rule? The last one just
Was I
stays dead.
supposed to like turn into a flying creature and like
That's
save
up
from
to you.
this? I thought
That's
it
literally your
was gonna be
choice.
not that bad.
Okay. I'm starting to sweat. Who sees it?
I see it.
I don't see it.
We would all know.
The only person that sees it is
doesn't matter.
Vex.
It doesn't matter. We would all know.
Vex. You watch this kid,
No.
and just like it's a scatter of red mess, and you just see her floating in the water.
It's only 799.
I know.
Dropping a red
This was not in my plan.
200 floors up.
Okay. No, but here. I mean, go get her. I go fly down there. Is she like a body at least?
Yeah.
Because she hit as the goldfish.
Yes, and
Yeah.
the
There's no
goldfish
impact.
which has like
Decimated.
a hit point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which then made the other 324 hit points
Sure.
go over to Marisha.
Sure.
So the goldfish turned into orange marmalade.
I mean, her body's still
like,
intact.
okay.
It's
Oh, wow,
just
this
It
is
was
just
like a
going to get...
magic trick. It was like a fish turned into a corpse.
Bang, bang.
Can I
Technically
use my
speaking, it would
coin
have
that
broken the surface
Terry gave me?
eventually.
My coin of revivify on her.
how long? Can you give it before the battle, right? Yes, you can.
Okay, I do that.
Slap her on
Hey,
that body.
If it
don't
works,
touch
do
my
not
dice
clean
in
her
anger.
up before you bring her
I'm
back.
not
I
angry.
want to remind you of...
I don't.
You have to roll for it? I don't know. How do I do it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll just a straight wisdom check.
A wisdom check?
Yes.
I'm so nervous.
Laughing, Travis.
This could be so bad. Okay. Okay.
I mean, you can't feel bad about it.
I thought it was
18.
water. It'd be cool.
18. Okay.
Instead, it was.
As you go down and pull her out of the water, her soaked red hair covers her face, and it's probably a good thing. As you're a little scared to see,
It's like a red-haired The Ring.
and so with that you instinctively like begin to seize up and just like about to sob, and then you realize the coin, and you fumble forward in your pocket, and you hear the waves crashing below you, and you pull it out, and you hold it in your palm, and you feel it glow and warm in your hand as you press it against the back of Keyleth's broken body, and you watch as the warmth passes from the coin through her back, and as it does, you watch as her broken limbs all snap back into place, and she begins to breathe again.
What the shit is this show?
I don't know. This was not exist. Oh, amazing. Amazing.
That was a lot higher than I thought.
Keyleth, by the way, like she looks wrecked. Like she's still scratched everywhere. She's covered in blood. But she's alive at 1 hit point.
Please bring her back up that way.
Key, that was really, really stupid. I just put my hands on both sides of her face and cast Cure Wounds at 4th level. Oh no, at 3rd level because I used Grasping Vine.
Yeah, 3rd level. Okay, so 3d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean,
My God.
Back, I guess that's not no. That's not
No.
I better go check on them. I'll dive off the cliff.
It's just a little drop.
That was a beautiful D&D moment right there.
Oh my God.
Thank God for that
sitting
coin.
with JB right now,
You
going like,
have no idea.
So what was Pike like when she was like little for a gnome?
Technically speaking,
I
we
wanna
all
know what
were
she was
wearing
like
the
as a
necklace,
kid.
so we all got a
It's
beep.
500.
You did briefly.
Everyone just got a beep.
I was really paying attention
I
to
just blip
JB
for a
though.
second.
Is yours broken? I think mine's broken.
I don't know. It felt something. Whiz?
What is this?
I've been really stressed out here lately, and that might have been very impulsive.
Yeah.
And I might have been blowing off some steam. And
Next
I'm
time,
really sorry. I
darling.
thought I was gonna be fine.
No.
I didn't know there was gonna
Maybe
be
next
rocks.
time you're diving off a cliff, turn into a bird.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It might have been a last-minute panic.
I'm glad you're back.
Thanks. That was...
You know what? Let's not even worry about that coin there. I mean, the diamond. I feel like maybe...
I can go get it now. It's fine. I'm here now.
Oh
Stub your
my
toe, you're
God.
dead.
I feel really bad because I feel bad about that. I'm
I
sorry.
think maybe this is a lesson
go
learned
get it. Uh-huh.
in what is worth risking our lives for.
Is there like
And
a cloud of red in the water and like?
There was, but like the waves are crashing pretty heavy. Like the fact luckily Vex grabbed her immediately because otherwise her body would have been thrown under the rocks again by the surf. So I just explained the ocean to you before you jumped. That's what would have happened.
1,000 feet was really all you needed.
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet was all you needed.
We have some amazing
That's okay.
physics books that we will actually get into.
How about,
grass.
how about you here, just climb onto the broom. Don't worry about flying right now.
I can go get the thing.
No, we're just going up.
Like,
we're just gonna go up.
I still have a B shape left.
We're just gonna go
I
up.
can go. Okay.
We're leaving the
Covered in
diamond.
gore, right? Covered
Okay.
in gore.
Yeah, she's covered in blood.
Thank you.
Price paid, I think.
Partway into the evening's resting, like we'll say the wee hours of the morning, post midnight or so, your door opens slightly, Vax. And you hear a little on your door.
Yes.
You look over and you see Gilmore pop his head in with a soft smile. He goes, I'm sorry if I'm waking you up.
It's all right.
Here, and he takes produces what's like a folded pile of material and throws it at the foot of your bed and goes, come back, I made you a gift. Put it on, come walk with me a while. We have a lot to talk about.
I open it up.
It's a very well-crafted silk robe of like dark blue and black, beaded, nice against the skin. It's really, really nice.
Give me a minute. There's a wooden screen in the room. I go behind it and I wipe any oil stuff on my
That's fantastic.
Looks all right. All right, and I put it on.
All right. He just waits for you patiently in the hallway.
Sure.
So he just kind of begins walking along, kind of puts his arm out to you.
Hey.
Take his arm. You guys walk up along the hallway, leads you to a staircase that leads up further, and he goes, I know a lot has happened these recent months. I've been watching from afar, keeping tabs on your journey best that I can. But I still know so little. And you ascend the lengthy staircase and you make your way to the higher floor. You eventually open an intricate door and walk out onto a wide balcony in that tower that overlooks the grounds and the castle before you. The beautiful moonlight, the night air.
I see the moon is nearly full, and the white light illuminates the densely forested countryside surrounding the castle. He kind of closes the door and walks up to you at the edge of the balcony, looking over it all, kind of elbows on the edge. Some time has passed, Vax, and much of the world moves on to newer, greater threats. But true pain never really heals. He turns to you, steps up to you, looking you close in the face. You hurt me deeply. It continued to hurt. Agony. For weeks. Months. Pain I had never experienced. It's all I can think about.
Can I make an inside check?
You would if you had time.
Oh my god!
I knew it.
No!
The pain hits you suddenly, before anything else does, as you're lost in that face and this sudden feeling and sensation of terror and horror. You suffer 18 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's my specialty. Constitution save?
Mm-hmm.
11.
You feel the poison.
I'll use luck.
Roll again.
18.
18. Okay. You feel what should be a pulse of poison hit your system, and you just managed to fight it off. As suddenly you look down, and there is Gilmore holding a blade thrust into your stomach. Your robes now beginning to fill with crimson red around the wound. It's in that moment you see him pull you in and stare into your face with a very, very low growl. It's all I think about. And you watch as a flicker to his form happens, and you see for a second there's a flash, not skin, but fur. You see teeth, you see whiskers, and the hand holding the dagger is facing the other direction.